Simon was a normal guy living a normal life until one fateful day when he was struck by lightning. The electricity coursed through his body, and when he woke up from the coma, he realized that he had gained the power to control electricity. At first, Simon was scared and didn't know how to handle his new abilities. But as he experimented with his powers, he became addicted to the rush of control and power he felt. He started using his powers for personal gain, manipulating situations to his advantage and intimidating those who stood in his way. As Simon's thirst for power grew, he became increasingly ruthless and unpredictable. People began to fear him, and soon he was known not as a hero, but as the electric tyrant. His once good intentions turned into a desire for control, and he used his powers to oppress and terrorize entire communities. Despite attempts by the authorities to capture him and bring him to justice, Simon remained elusive, using his powers to evade capture. He had become a force to be reckoned with, and many people lived in fear of his wrath. However, his actions eventually caught up with him, and a group of heroes banded together to stop him. In a fierce battle, Simon was defeated, and his powers were neutralized. He was sentenced to life in prison, a cautionary tale of what can happen when one's thirst for power becomes all-consuming. While serving his sentence in prison, Simon met other villains who were just like him. They were all individuals with exceptional abilities who had become consumed by their own power and thirst for control. They bonded over their experiences and soon formed a group dedicated to plotting their escape and reclaiming their former positions of power. Years passed and Simon was thought to be securely locked away in prison for the rest of his life. However, one day, he disappeared from his cell, leaving behind only a trail of devastation in his wake. It became apparent that he had managed to escape, using his powers to manipulate the prison's electrical systems and create an opening for his escape. Panic set in as news of Simon's escape spread, and people feared for their safety. The authorities and heroes who had defeated Simon before sprang into action, determined to stop him before he could do any more harm. But this time, Simon was not alone. He had joined forces with a mysterious organization, one that was even more powerful and dangerous than he was. With their resources and support, Simon was stronger than ever and proved to be a formidable adversary. The final showdown between Simon and the heroes was intense and epic, with neither side giving an inch. In the end, it seemed as though Simon was on the brink of victory, but just as he was about to deliver the finishing blow, something unexpected happened. In a twist of fate, Simon suddenly lost control of his powers and was consumed by the very electricity he had wielded for so long. He disappeared in a blinding flash of light, leaving behind only his charred and lifeless body. The heroes were stunned and relieved, and the people breathed a sigh of relief. It was later revealed that Simon's powers were too great to be contained, and his escape had only been a temporary reprieve before his inevitable downfall. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribe to be notified of freshly baked, frightfully generic stories.